What's up, guys? Welcome into the Shifter, and it's actually being recorded on the Sunday right after the race. A lot happened in this Las Vegas race, but before we get into that, let's look into the Xfinity race, which was won by A.J. Allmendinger, punching his ticket to the Final Four with his first win of the year, able to hold off Ryan Sieg, of all people, to win. And also, guys, Parker Kligerman got another top five, and that warmed my heart. Sadly, not his win, but really cool for A.J. Allmendinger and a really cool celebration after. Also, let's get into the sponsors. Go follow Brie at Bricasso. She made our logo. Go watch Milan's YouTube show. Go follow at Grateful Studios on Instagram and buy clothes from Terrell. They're really cool. And Terrell's birthday, is coming up soon, so he'd like it if you buy some clothes. Also, sorry guys, the Chiefs and the 49ers are on the screen. I was paying attention to that, not doing my job. But as you can see, we're in their classroom again. But also go watch Ken's YouTube and go watch Ant's YouTube. And Patrick Mahomes threw an interception, guys. The best quarterback in the NFL just threw an interception. He's thrown a lot of those this year, but this is not the NFL episode. 49ers fans are very happy. Sorry about that. That should be all for the sponsors. I'm in Ant's latest video, a tennis video, so you should go watch it so you can see my beautiful face. Look at it. Yeah. Also, it's homecoming week at CSU, so that should be fun. There'll be a lot of fun stuff to do. Go vote for whoever you want to vote for homecoming king and queen if you go to CSU. I'm not going to endorse anybody on here, but just go vote for people, I guess, if you are going to vote. Also, go out and vote in America, I guess, because there is an election happening. There's an election at CSU, and there's an election there, so go out and vote. I'm not going to say if I will be voting in either who I will be voting for, but go vote. Getting political on the show, I see. All right, but guys, I'm stupid. I struggle without a co-host, don't I? But all right. So getting into this race, Las Vegas race starts out pretty typical. Christopher Bell kind of rockets off to the lead. You can see, guys, we have graphics behind us. You probably can't read them, but I promise we'll see them before it's over. But Christopher Bell rockets out to the lead, kind of takes over this thing until a caution comes out for a hard Austin Dillon hit at the end of stage one. The hit was caused by Daniel Hemrick, who kind of just ran into the back of Austin Dillon. It was kind of a really bizarre thing. He took a head-on hit right into the wall. It was kind of a crazy deal there. Very happy that Austin Dillon was okay, but he was none too pleased with Daniel Hemrick, who is in his final three races with Kaulig Racing this year. Don't really know what his plans are for next year, whether he's going to keep racing or go, and I keep getting distracted by football, or if he's going to not be racing anymore. So we'll see if he goes to the Xfinity Series. We know he probably will not be in the Cup Series because there's not many more seats there. Well, actually, there's a lot of charter drama and stuff going on that we'll get into possibly. But then it caused kind of chaos at the end of stage one. Some guys stayed out, some guys didn't, some guys took two, some guys didn't. And this eventually led to a Tyler Reddick stage win. Looked like it was going to be a very promising day for the 45 team until, again, that strategy kind of played into the start of stage two, kind of mixing up people. And Truex would not playoff contender Chase Elliott up the track, up into Tyler Reddick, and Tyler Reddick would flip over at Las Vegas. He might be the first car to flip at Las Vegas. I know Joey Gase almost flipped a few years ago in the Cup race, but he didn't quite go over. Tyler Reddick went completely over. It was kind of similar to Chris Buescher's crash in the 2022 Coke 600. He went right up and over because the tire broke. This also involved playoff contender Chase Elliott pretty much ending his day, finishing 33rd. It would end Tyler Reddick's day, obviously, because he flipped, finishing in the 35th position. And also, towards the tail end of this crash, it was not very apparent at the beginning, but Brad Keselowski would slide up the track as he was also involved. He did hit Tyler Reddick as he was spinning, kind of helping him flip. And he would run right into Ryan Blaney, and it would end his day pretty much, his competitive day, at least finishing 32nd laps down. He did at least finish the race. Chase Elliott would get back out on the track, but he would be laps down. Sorry, I was watching Jordan Mason almost run it in. This is going to be a recurring theme throughout this. I also do not want to talk about football this week as Alabama lost again, so please don't say anything to me about that. Cowboys didn't play this week, so they couldn't lose. But enough about football. We'll get you your football fix this week, hopefully. But this, again, ended the 9-team competitive day. He would get back out, but they would eventually pull it in after he could not gain any more spots with about 10 to go. But David finished 33rd, Blaney 32nd, Tyler Reddick 35th. Just hard, rough days. And then as stage two went on, again, Christopher Bell would emerge as the leader. He would be followed very closely by Martin Truex Jr. in his final Vegas start. And then they would battle kind of to the end of the stage. But throughout the stage, Kyle Larson and Denny Hamlin would have problems. Kyle Larson would have a slow pit stop, and they would have to eventually come in again to tighten a loose wheel after not really being able to get the wheel on and off. properly on the pit stop, it would cause him to go 2 laps down at one point. He would eventually get 1 lap back in the stage. Denny Hamlin would go a lap down, but get his lap back in the stage after a slow pit stop, and just not a good car in general. But stage 3, it seemed like the players were going to be Christopher Bell, who had led all day. Martin Truex may have a shot. William Byron may have a shot. And Alex Bowman may have a shot in this race, which, again, Alex Bowman not in the round of 8 due to his disqualification after the Charlotte Roval. But they would have a very fast car. Eventually, William Byron and Alex Bowman would emerge as the contenders behind Christopher Bell. And it seemed like these guys, touchdown 49ers, and it seemed like these guys would be the contenders for the win. But then there would be a caution for a Ty Gibbs spin, which would allow Kyle Larson to get his lap back. After Alex Bowman was starting to chase down Christopher Bell and maybe take away the win from him after he got around William Byron. Martin Truex had faded to 4th. But they pitted right on the edge of their fuel window. So some guys would try to make it, and some guys would pit and try to catch back up. Most guys did pit and try to catch back up because they did not feel like they could make it on gas. But Daniel Suarez would stay out and emerge as the leader, as well as Joey Logano, who was in 2nd. Denny Hamlin, who was in 3rd. Joey Logano and Denny Hamlin both needed some points, as they were not getting as many points as like William Byron, Christopher Bell. I'm missing a guy that got some good... Well, Kyle Larson already had a lot of points. But William Byron and Christopher Bell were really the only 2 playoff drivers that were getting a lot of points here. But they would stay out, as well as John Hunter Nemechek and Corey LaJoie. And I think Michael McDowell stayed out as well. But the real relevant guys were Daniel Suarez, Joey Logano, and Denny Hamlin. As the run continued, it would look like Christopher Bell would have to make about a lap on these guys to catch back up. Again, he also has Alex Bowman and William Byron chasing him very close behind. By this point, Martin Truex has kind of faded out of the picture. And then, as the run emerged, Joey Logano would start to catch Daniel Suarez, as they were both saving fuel, but Joey Logano was pacing off Suarez. But Christopher Bell would just keep knocking it down, about a second a lap. But then, with about 15 laps to go, he caught a gaggle of traffic with some guys like Josh Berry in there that maybe weren't having the best days, and it slowed him down just enough. It did not appear he was going to be able to catch them. And then Joey Logano would really lay the pressure on Daniel Suarez, and with about 5 laps to go, he would get around Daniel Suarez and take the lead. But here comes Christopher Bell. He's really picked up the pace. He's catching him quick. He gets around Daniel Suarez with 2 to go, and he's cut the lead down to a 2nd. And guys, we're gonna have a special guest. It's Dante. Dante, you walked out of frame. You walked out of frame. Say something. You've never been on the show. You gotta say something.
I am very humbled for you to have me on this show.
Where did Bubba finish today? Did he do good? What place did he get? Tell the people.
12th.
Who? Don't tell them who won yet, because we're not that far yet. But you just tell them about Bubba's day.
It seemed very promising. And stuff happens.
Are you proud of your pit crew for doing so bad?
We did the best.
Did they? So you'd buy them dinner tonight for their performance?
Yeah, we all went out to eat.
Oh, because you're a close personal friend of Bubba.
Yeah, Ashley gotta get going now.
No, wait. Tell the people about your day. Just tell the people about life real quick. Give them some life advice from a 3-time conference champion.
Life advice. Let's see. Trust your gut.
Guys, he's a terrible speaker. Don't tell him that I said that. He can't hear me. We're gonna go chase him. Whoa! You came out of the classroom. You didn't give good advice.
That was amazing.
No, it wasn't. The people hate you. Just like these women. Let's talk. Hey, we're gonna go in here and talk about Dante's relationship problems. Do you have any of those?
You said what?
Do you have any relationship problems? That we know?
No, everything's just perfect.
Just like me? Oh man, hate that guy. All right, getting back. I don't know if I'm in the same seat. I'm probably covering up my graphics now. Man, this is just a disaster. But where were we? Joey Logano was catching up really fast. He passed Daniel Suarez, but here comes Christopher Bell. Joey Logano also used teamwork from Ryan Blaney, who kind of shoved him around Daniel Suarez while he saved his gas, gaining a little time. And that's a pass from Patrick Mahomes to Travis Kelce. I'm just kidding. But here we go. So late in the race, here we go. 2 laps to go. Christopher Bell's got to gain about 2 seconds on Joey Logano. He gains a second on the first lap, but only gains half a second on the second lap, coming up just short to winning the race. Again, Joey Logano, who backed his way into the round of 8 after Alex Bowman got disqualified, A guy that's been 15th at regular season points, backed his way into a win at Nashville, won a plate race at Atlanta, and now he wins a fuel mileage race at Las Vegas to advance to the Final Four. And Joey Logano, the even year Joey Logano thing, which he even mentioned in his post-race interview, it might just be a thing. It might just be inevitable. But bittersweet for Christopher Bell, a bunch of points, but led 155 laps in this race and came up just short. You know what, guys? I'm going to take you to the top 10 because we got some graphics. Oh, here we go, graphics. Look at the graphics, guys. We're such a high-budget show. I'm the wrong way. Let's go the other way. You know, we're doing this live. Guys, what's the 49? Just kidding. I'll get copyrighted from that. All right. Oh, no, that's the playoff. That's the... Oh, guys, I just can't get this right. I'm so bad at this. But, all right, as you can see, Joey Logano first, Christopher Bell second, Daniel Suarez in third, William Byron fourth, Alex Bowman fifth, Martin Truex sixth, Ross Chastain seventh, Denny Hamlin eighth, John Hunter Nemechek backs his way into a top 10, I think his first of the year, maybe second. And it's his second because I think he got a top 10 in the 500. I don't quite remember. And 10th for Chris Buescher. Kyle Larson got 11th, and as Dante mentioned, just to mention him because Dante and Will, you know. Bubba Wallace got 12th after some pit stop woes. Kyle Busch got 13th because we're just going to mention Kyle Busch because I remember he finished 13th. And now if you look at let's get it back up here. God, guys, I'm so bad at this. Joey Logano advanced. Oh, yeah, we got some high-budget graphics. Christopher Bell in second, plus 42. Probably should have won today. Kyle Larson bounces back to plus 35, thanks to a bunch of playoff points. William Byron, plus 27. Denny Hamlin, minus 27. Tyler Reddick, minus 30. Ryan Blaney, minus 47. Chase Elliott, minus 53. Guys, I'm real professional this week. I don't have a notebook, but I have a whiteboard. All right. So, for my analysis of this, my very expert analysis. See, I got glasses. You can trust me. Ryan Blaney and Chase Elliott, I think, are in must-wins. I think Tyler Reddick and Denny Hamlin can make the points gap up, but we're going to Kyle Larson and Tyler Reddick's playground next weekend. But Christopher Bell did win there last year, so expect the 22 to be fast as well. I think any of these 8 drivers can win on any given weekend. But if I had to choose 2 guys that could win next weekend, the favorites, I would probably choose Kyle Larson and Tyler Reddick and Christopher Bell if I had to pick 3 favorites. But 3 favorites for Martinsville in the final race, I'd pick William Byron, Chase Elliott, and Denny Hamlin. But Ryan Blaney also won the fall race last year, so don't count him out. So I think any of these guys can still get in, but I think for Ryan Blaney and Chase Elliott, the only realistic path, unless there's just pandemonium at Miami, they get lots of stage points and stuff. If these 2 guys, wreck out and stuff like that, stuff can always happen. Nobody's safe, though. But I think Chase Elliott and Ryan Blaney need to win. I think Reddick and Hamlin, if they can farm a bunch of stage points at Miami next week and maybe have a tough day for Byron, Larson, or Bell, they could probably catch back up. But it's going to be a tough road for any of these guys outside right now. If Byron, Larson, and Bell don't step on their own... Can't say that. Emily might be watching the show. Don't step on their own pee-pees going into this. Yeah, that's... that sounded really good. I'm such a funny guy, Comedy is at a peak on this show when it's just me. But no, if they don't make mistakes, if they don't go in here and make mistakes, then they probably got a shot to make it pretty easily. But, nothing with these 8 is going to come easy because there's really no guy that is kind of lagging behind. And, if Alex Bowman would have made this, he had a 5th place finish. I know that team has to hurt him and Blake Harris. If they would have made it, they would have been in a very good spot this week because they probably would have been right in the middle right here if I had to guess, if I even got that on the screen. But look, guys, I got the ESPN playoff headlines here. Oh, yeah. Reddick flip, sad face. Chase go boom, sad face. Blaney hit Brad, sad face. Hamlin real slow, sad face. And Larson can't get tire on, sad face. Oh, yeah, we're a high-budget system around here. Look at the graphics disappear. Whoa. Oh no. I have to use the spray because got to get that off. I actually have a class in this room on Mondays and Wednesdays. It's Dr. Spears' geography class. So if for some reason Dr. Spears sees this, give me a good grade because I mentioned you and I love your class. But that's kind of all for the race. Some news out of the lawsuit. NASCAR has prepared to move on with just around 32 charters next year, getting rid of the FRM and 2311 charters. I think even possibly 30, because I think 2311. Front Row had already bought a charter for Noah Gragson. In 2311 was planning on buying a charter for Riley Herbst, it seems. So this is all just a big legal mess right now. We really probably won't know the real outcome probably until like December or January. So it'll be probably well after the season. We might have to do a special episode in the off season of the Shifter for that. God, my hair's a mess. So that's kind of where that is. 2311 and FRM will both run next year. It would just be under the open car system without a charter, which would suck for them not getting as much money or being locked into the race. So if for some reason we show up with more than 40 cars, Bubba Wallace, Tyler Reddick, Noah Gragson, not Michael McDowell, he's not going to be there next year. He's going to Spire. Possibly Zane Smith. They haven't announced if they're going to have a third car yet. And Todd Gilliland. Also, Brock Purdy runs out of the pocket. Brock Purdy drops down to the ground for a 3-yard gain. I'm just kidding. And Todd Gilliland might not be locked in, and potentially Riley Herbst. But that's kind of put Riley Herbst and Zane Smith in hell, because now they don't know what they're doing next year, because they don't know if a car's going to be there for them next year. So we'll have to see how that all works out. Let's see. Was there any other? Hailie Deegan is going IndyCar racing. That's very interesting. We'll have to see if that works better for her. She was 2 seconds off the pace in her first test. She'll be in the next series, which is their equivalent to the Xfinity series, I'm pretty sure. I think that's what Indy Lights is called now, but I don't know. I haven't really been keeping up with IndyCar all that much, except Alex Palou wins everything. As far as championships go, there's not really any other big off-season news. There is a scandal in the NASCAR garage, Jerry, as JGR engineer is being accused of sending information to RCR that may have led to Austin Dillon's Richmond win before he bulldozed the field to win that race. But he was going to win before all that. We've discussed that way too much on here. We'll win on a big rant about that on this show. But let's see. Ty Gibbs may have alluded to it in his Richmond interview, because he said he didn't know how the 3-car got all that speed. It seems like a guy that's contract was up at JGR may have given RCR some notes to maybe get a job over at RCR if he knew that Gibbs wasn't going to sign him back. But we'll see what comes out of that. NASCAR can't do much unless a lawsuit is filed legally, apparently. So a lot of drama going on. I guess you call this the Real Housewives of NASCAR. I'm so funny. But or Austin Dillon's Life in the Fast Lane. We need a season 2, guys. No, I'm just kidding. But that wasn't the only hard hit Austin Dillon took today. But no, we're done. I met Austin Dillon. Seems like a cool guy. But I should probably stop the show before I continue to embarrass myself. There's USAA, you could sponsor us. Pepsi, you could sponsor us. Even the Coke is better. Let's hope I can get these graphics off so they do not stain to the whiteboard. This isn't working very well. But thanks for watching this very discombobulated episode of The Shifter. Oh, my finger's in the frame. I'm doing such a great job. And go out and vote if you choose at CSU or at the real election, whatever you want to do. And if you're at CSU, come out to some of the homecoming events. I'll be working most of the week, so I won't be at a lot of them. But and get your work done. You need to be doing some work. Get your college work done. I'm talking to you now, Will. Get that college work done. Did my stern look get you motivated to get it done? And Coach X, I know you watch the show. If you've listened this far, you're doing a great job coaching us. And if you've done it this far, I need a text that says Matt is the best. All right, just text me that for no apparent reason. Okay, I'm done. This is getting awkward. Thanks for watching The Shifter, everybody. I almost dropped my phone. I guess that's an appropriate way to end this. Thanks for watching The Shifter, everybody. Go watch Homestead next weekend, the second race of the round of 8. 2:30 NBC next Sunday. It'll be a wild one. We'll see how all this plays out since it's not racing. And hope you enjoyed the Dante cameo as well. And just, as Dante said, go with your gut and just, have a good week. Really go out there and conquer the week. Do something that you've been thinking about doing, maybe. I don't know. Do something good. I can't turn it off. Oh, no. Y'all can hear all that. No, I'm not signing off. You know what? We're going to get this to 20 minutes. What do you want to talk about? I'm just kidding. Bye, guys.